In this video, I'm going to show how easy it is to add a couple of Dahua cameras to the Noyo app. In this instance, I'm already added my padlock to this site. There's a section on that. So what I'm going to do in this instance is I'm going to add two cameras, camera 1 and camera 2. There's an arm all button here, which I've created as well. And I'm going to set up a rule subsequently to show how you can use that arm all to arm multiple different outputs at once. So first things first, I'm going to go down to my devices. I'm going to go to add a device up here in the top right corner, and I'm going to pick CCTV integration. So I hit that, and in this case, I am going to choose Dahua. So what I need to do here is first I'm going to go to my camera 1. I'm going to set that up. So I've got my IP address here. Bear with me while I put that in. 51.148.253.12. My port in this case is 65532. Admin, and I have already saved my password. So I hit next there as well. So that's logging me into Dahua now. So which ones do I want to observe? In this case, I can choose whichever ones I want off the list. So in this case, I'm just going to choose the IDS rules in this particular instance. So I'm going to press next and save, and that is now assigned. I am going to do the second camera now as well, which I will skip over for the video. So just run straight to the next step after that. So now I've got both cameras added to the system. I can go back to my control stage. So now what I need to do is set up my rules basically. So what I want to be able to do here is have a scenario that every time the padlock is opened, it is going to toggle the state of camera 1 and camera 2. And I also want to have an arm all button. So what I got to do here first is let's set up the arm all button. So let's set up the arm all button first. So what I do there is I go to rules down the bottom, and I go to add a new rule up here on the right. I'm going to go for an if this then that rule. So in this case, the arm all, that's the first one we're going to do. You can see the yellow dot here means that it's active, and the little padlock shows you it's a padlock there, just so there's clarity of how to set up things. Output 5, 6, 7, 8 have already been deactivated. So arm all is going to be the one that is going to set the rule. And what I want to do is when it is armed or disarmed, what I want to happen is I want camera 1 and camera 2 to also match that state. So I press next and I go to match the state of arm all. So if I press save, that is now in place. So the next rule I want to set up is the padlock. So again, got to go to add, and I'm going to go to if this then that rule, and I want to use the entrance padlock to generate the rule, and I want it to affect cameras 1 and cameras 2 again. And in this case, what I wanted to do is to toggle the rule. So the instruction here is that this smart padlock, this one here, is on the front gate. When I open it in the morning, it is going to automatically toggle the state in the system. So that system would be armed when they come in the morning, so that when you open padlock, it disarms it. So I press save, and there's my two rules now in place. So now obviously what we can do, having done all that, is we can arm or disarm the system. So in this case, everything is disarmed. So I want to arm all. So hitting arm all goes to each of the cameras individually and arms them one by one. What I can also do at this point is then take my padlock, which is on my gate, and I open the padlock. And by doing so, that is going to run a rule as well, which will make the two of them disarm. So what that demonstrates is how easy it is to set up two cameras with Dahua. Obviously, as per before, what we could have done is add 4 outputs available to be added as well. And you could add an Ajax on there if you wanted to. In addition to that, what can happen now obviously is the padlock opens and closes the site, and that disarms and arms the cameras. And again, to clarify, we have this arm all button as well, which in this instance is a manager only button, which means that the employee can only arm and disarm the site by physically being there via the padlock, whereas a manager can arm and disarm that site from basically anywhere in the world.